wanted to talk about seller's market success tips for buyers and sellers. I wanted to ask you, Karen, obviously you work with a lot of our consumers and our agents that are looking to buy homes. What are, when they go into some of these multiple offer situations and they're up against other buyers making offers, what are some of the tips you would tell them, before they make their offer? What are some things they really need to do?
Well, first of all, I do tell people that put your best foot forward. There's no second chance. You may or may not get a chance to do multiple offer, highest and best.
So there may be somebody that comes in better from the get-go.
Yeah. And then the other thing that I'm seeing, and it's coming from the banks, is that they are removing the appraisal contingency. So a lot of times we're getting these low appraisals, and the issue, the buyer needs to be ready to buck up a little bit more on the appraisals to make those work.
Right,
so
because
that a lot.
Well, and we're going to talk about that. From an appraisal standpoint, we know that's a challenge right now because it seems like the appraisal industry is the last people to kind of react and figure out, that the market isn't what it was a year ago, and that we're not in a down market anymore. We're not in a depreciating market. It's been values have been going up. You need to appreciate the comp. If it was 6 months, if it was 6 months old comp, it's worth more today. Period. Right. No argument there. So the challenge is they just haven't figured that out. It seems like, and we're getting bidding wars, and banks are like, I'm not going to agree with your appraisal. I got four other I got people begging to buy this house, and you're going to tell me that I'm going to take less because of the appraisal. So the consumer then has a choice. They're either out and they're done, or they need to pay the difference. And the banks up front are saying, we'll let you buy this and we'll let you use financing, but we want your escrow to be hard. We want it. If it doesn't appraise, we're not going to let you cancel, or you need to come up with the cash difference because we can, and that's the market that we're in. It's that that has changed, and the appraisal industry is stopping a lot of home sales, but it hasn't adapted. It hasn't.
Well, they have on the back side of an appraisal, typically on the last page, they have a market conditions addendum that is supposed to show inventories.
Right, and what I can tell you is I can't explain how frustrated I get when you have 4 different appraisers appraising in the same neighborhood, and their market condition report says 3 different things. One says it's a distressed market. One says it's an appreciating market. It's like, is there a standard here? I know there's a standard because there's use path. There's standards.
Absolutely.
But are they paying attention to it?
Yeah, they're supposed to, but like any other trade, especially in their industry, I know. It is like that. You see it all the time where the appraisals, sometimes hit, sometimes don't. The good news that we've seen, and this is happening more and more often, is whenever someone's getting a loan, and the loan officer can run this loan through Fannie Mae's loan approval system that we do on every loan, and we're getting appraisal waivers. Like we're doing one right now in South Tampa, $450,000 purchase. They didn't know about the appraisal. They were a little concerned about it. Says we don't even need one.
And that obviously is fantastic. But certainly it is a little discouraging, and I know there's a lot of reasons why the appraisal industry is the way it is. The management companies and a lot of the good appraisers kind of moved into other industries, and there are some fantastic appraisers out there. I mean, we work with some great appraisers, but and I don't really think it's the appraiser. Some of it's the system.
It's the system that they're in. They work for appraisal management companies, which is mandated.
And they put a lot of requirements and stringent things on them, and just.
Well, I can assure you, no one's getting their hands slapped for bringing in an appraisal at or below where the market may be. It's only whenever it comes in high. So that in itself, that mentality in itself, can have a limiting factor on the appraisal.
And it's harming home buyers that want to buy great homes, and they can't get them because of that. Because the banks and all the sellers out there know, look, man, I have 4. I guarantee I can go to one of these other 4 people that didn't get the house, that maybe have more cash or more skin in the game, and I can get the deal that I want. So either you come up with some cash or you're out.
Yeah, and just so people know too, it's not the bank's appraisers. This is something that's been regulated upon them that says you have to go through a third party. So no longer do they have any ties to where there's no accusations of you brought in the value high or low. It's a third party, and that's what you got.